Hello Bakugan Brawlers and welcome to another Bakugan video. In this video, I'll give you 4 of my personal Bakugan brawling tips and tricks that I use during a battle. Since I brawl using 2 support pieces and Baku Nanos, I encourage everyone to do so, as it is always nice to have a backup if things go wrong during a brawl. Also, I have more tips and tricks about brawling that is not listed in this video, but stay tuned as in the future I will make a part 2 of this series. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. A brawling priority in Bakugan means a player that usually starts the battle and or has a weaker G-power than their opponent will have the first move in a brawl, such as playing an ability card or using a support piece. Having the priority to play first is always great, especially when using certain ability cards and battle gears. I will demonstrate how using a battle gear called Lashor and how this gear can help on the first move. So now I'm going to demonstrate how using the battle gear Lashor in the first move can be very beneficial during a battle. Let's say we are the Ventus Serpenoid battling against our opponent, which is a Subterra Falconeer on this Carpus Crypt gate card. As soon as the gate card is turned over, the Subterra Falconeer will gain 200 Gs, making it 480 Gs, while our Serpenoid will be getting only a 70 G power boost, making us only 450 Gs. Since we are 30 Gs weaker than our opponent, we have the priority to go first. So our first move is by using Lashor. And as you guys know, Lashor's Ventus ability is really powerful, as it can move an ability card from your enemy's use pile, which can be helpful in a lot of times in battle. So we will be playing the Lashor gear first, which gives us a bonus of 200 Gs, which is really powerful. And since the battle gear is gold and the gate card is silver, we can only take the Ventus rule since we are a Ventus Bakugan. So we can move an ability card from our opponent's use pile to our unused pile. Let's say we would want to take a tractor, keep it in our unused pile and use it later for the battle. Sometimes, not all of your plans go accordingly. You must rely on certain cheap defensive tactics to save you from losing. One of my favorite but cheap defensive moves is to roll your Bakugan and open it in the very edge of the card, where it would block your opponent from brawling with you. And that could help you at the end stages of the game, as it will allow you to do a double stand. Now this is a cheap defensive tactic that I like to use sometimes, especially when the game is almost finished, as we have 2 gate cards in our use pile while our enemy has 2 gate cards in their use pile. Since there's only 1 gate card left in the field, let's say this Juggernaut is our Bakugan, I would like to open it in the very edge of the card, and when I play with my people, we usually don't move the Bakugan from where it opens. Let's say if Juggernaut opened over here, we can't move it from where it is, just only move its head around. But if it opened in the edge, which we would like for it to happen, it would give us good defense, especially if you don't want your opponent to battle with you, as if you have no abilities left or this is your opponent's gate card. Since it's in the very edge, your enemy may miss their turn because your Bakugan is blocking the card, which gives you a chance to perform a double stand, making you win the game. Like I said earlier, this is a pretty cheap defensive tactic, but it can work really well, especially if you take a Bakugan that covers a lot of this gate card section. This tip is for having huge amount of control in battle, from where you will be landing your Bakugan to where you will decide your opponent's Bakugan is going to battle on. Taking cards such as Attractor or Magnetic Action can give you great control over your opponent Bakugan and where they are going to brawl on. Ability cards like Guard Hammer or Ventus can give you control on which gate card you would like to brawl on. And now I'm going to demonstrate how these 2 ability cards, Ventus and Magnetic Action, can be really useful in battle, especially taking control over your opponent. So first of all, let's say this Ventus Serpenoid is our Bakugan and this is our opponent's gate card. We have a gate card in our use pile, which is very useful for a Ventus Bakugan and is pretty weak for our opponent, which is a Pyrus Robottolian. Let's say our opponent is dodging us since we have pretty much good ability cards. Let's say your opponent rolls and stands on a gate card where you do not want it to fight on. You could easily play the magnetic action, which says play after your opponent's rolls, put that Bakugan rolled on one of the gate card of your choice. We can force our opponent Bakugan to fight with us, and even if this gate card is pretty bad for us, like Carpus Crypt over here, since we have a Ventus Bakugan, we can play the powerful Ventus ability card first, as it says play at the start of the battle where you have a Ventus Bakugan, swap that gate card with one from your use pile. So we can swap this Carpus Crypt with our more powerful Great Storm gate card, giving us a big advantage in battle. If you guys have watched my previous videos discussing about different type of support pieces, all know that battle gears are by far the best Bakugan support pieces to have. Not only they give you a decent G power boost, but their abilities mentioned on the reference cards are very powerful too. Here is a quick battle demonstration of the battle gear Gigarth. And now a quick battle demonstration on Gigarth. I have demonstrated this in my previous videos, but I would like you guys to see it again. So let's say we are a Heosaurus battling against a Pyrus Robottolian on this gold Grand gate card. Since all the gate bonuses is 0, our opponent's Robottolian is 300 while our Saurus is 280, giving us the priority to play our first move. So let's say we have no ability cards in our use pile to use during a battle. While we have 2 ability cards in our use pile, we can play a gold Gigarth. In this case, since the battle gear attribute matches the gate card color, we can take the Aquas or Ventus rule, no matter what attribute our Bakugan is. And the powerful rule is the Ventus rule, as it says remove 1 ability card from your use pile from the game, then move 1 ability card from your use pile to your unused pile. So we can remove our magnetic action since it's not going to help us in this brawl, and bring back our Lightning Berserker, and we can use this in battle. Not only the battle gear will give us a good G power bonus of 180, but we can gain a good G power bonus from the ability card as well. And there's another tip that I would like to also show you. Before playing Gigarth, we first, since we are a lower printed G, since we have the priority, we play our ability card first, giving us a good G power boost. Then it goes to our use pile. And let's say our opponent plays an ability card that makes his G power higher than us. Then we can play the Gigarth again. Not only it gives you 180 G power from the battle gear, but we will take the Ventus rule again, removing 1 ability from our use pile and bringing back Lightning Berserker for us to use it again. This battle gear Gigarth is really good for recycling abilities, and it can really help you during a battle. Alright guys, we've come to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share for more awesome Bakugan content. And like I said in the beginning of the video, stay tuned. In the future I will make a part 2 on this series, as I have much more tips and tricks for Bakugan brawling. See you in the next Bakugan video.